Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your BC, your original Boruto Chief Naruto Explain, bringing you guys the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 36 community response. As always, the chapter drops on the 20th this month, so the chapter review will be out on the 20th. We've already covered the spoilers, and patrons already have the review right now. They've had the review. As of when you guys are seeing this, they've had it for a day or so. So I said to say this, man, the review drops tomorrow. So we're going to look at you guys' predictions and see what you guys have to say over on Patreon first. And then we're going to jump over to YouTube and run through the YouTube comments. So without further ado, let's look at what they got to say over on Patreon. So Alkuji, the Forsaken Storyteller, says, yo, what's good? Hope everything's going well. It's going great. My God. They tell you when you buy rental property that it's one of those things nobody's gonna take care of it the way that you will. Holy, I am going through it right now, fixing up some properties. Now let's look at the next thing you gotta say. I think we're likely gonna get a Amado and Koji conversation about 10 directions and foreshadowing about what's to come with Akibi, given that we've seen her body a few times. Good job. That's nothing less than expected from the resident fan fiction writer over on Patreon. You and Tommy Bunny Bray, I'll be writing the fan fictions. Let's see. Jura and Hidari are chilling, and Code stalks Sarada and Nabs. Okay, not bad. 2 out of 3. Good job. Good job. I guess 3 out of 4. Good job. Let's see. Matthew Diaz says, Code stalks Sarada like the like the incel beta male that he is. Oh man, I love that one. Sarada is just waiting for him to nab her and already knows which limb she's taking off a Code first. I ain't mad at that. Let's keep going. All right. Jura starts following cats around with the notebook. Documented. That's so Jura coded. Probably invites him. That's so Jura coded. Probably invites himself into someone's house too as part of his research. Wait till he finds out about catnip. Let's see. Koji wakes up in Amado's lab, and Amado starts questioning him about the futures where Akibi does come back. Good job. Koji starts sowing seeds of doubt in Kawaki about Amado. Oh, if Kawaki fully trusts Amado, he deserves everything's gonna happen to him. Also, maybe not in this chapter. I think we see Akibi clone will trigger 10 directions. And Koji will see a future Akibi does come back, as well as a possible disaster. I think that's something like, especially like in hindsight, but even just reading that, like my first knee-jerk reaction be, because of what happened with Koji, you don't want to just completely pull the rug out on that yet. You want to keep planting the seeds. You don't want to fully put in there. Like you just want to put the tip in, let it marinate, but you don't want to go all the way in. That's something you got to build up towards. I think we're getting there. Something's going to happen when she gets revived, but I don't think you rush it in just yet. So good. We on the same wavelength. I think you're just jumping the gun a little too early. I like that answer though. I like that answer and where that's headed. Kakashi copy that in one take. Chris Bell says, hope all has been well. Yeah, fam, everything been great, man. Just got back from New Orleans a couple weeks ago. I guess a couple weeks ago. Might be 3 weeks. A lot of fun down there. A lot of work, too. Let's see. We see more about Shikamaru getting the 3rd degree in interrogation. Why did I say investigation? We see Kawaki fall more for Amado's sus motives. And we see what they plan on doing with Kashi and Koji. Yeah, Koji woke up and Amado's like, hey fam, I've been inside your body. Well, not literally, just messing with your brain waves. Double entendre there. Sage Kaioken says, I love that picture, by the way. Like the family picture, love that. Yo, I'm predicting a chill chapter. It was very talk heavy. Hopefully no more of this weird ish between Jura and Hidari. Yeah, Hidari. Why did you bring me back and not the others? Jura, because I miss you. Hidari, that's cool. I like that. Yeah. But you know, like I really stand on. I do think that when Hidari goes down, I think that's when Jura's gonna feel that pain of loss, and God help them. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, I want to see more of Himawari training, and of course, whatever going on with Amado and Kashi and Koji. Sumire listening. Where the hell was she? That was my question. Where was she when this went down? Might do a video on that. Like, because I feel like Ikimoto kept her out on for a reason. Coders revealed to be Shadows. Good job. You got that right. Codes, you get an update while with the mod. And it was after. Good job. Not bad. Let's see. Benito de Cooch says, hey, Naruto, explain. Hope you're doing fine. I'm doing wonderful in here. Man, shouts out to everybody that is in the Midwest dealing with the smoke and everything, man. Like, there's at least I know a couple of patrons that have been dealing with it. Matter of fact, it's more than a couple, because they're, I want to say Garnet is in New York. So, you know, there's a few patrons dealing with the smoke from the wildfires and everything. So if you're up there in that area, man, stay blessed, stay careful, and take care of yourself. If you're bright, just trying to get caught by the FBI. Another time of the month again. Here goes my predictions for chapter 36. And all that other stuff is stuff patrons will get the meaning behind it, because, you know, inside joke on the Discord server. Chapter begins with Kashi and Koji facing Amado and confronting him regarding his suspicions in the past and wondering what he's up to in the moment. Close. We might get a flashback possibly, and we see Sarada ready to go for a mission. Got that. Sarada did. Yeah. Boruto looks for Kashi and Koji and might find out Kashi and Koji's been abducted and probably go for him. Koji gets a new update with confirmation on worst future. He saw a bad future. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put on the thumbnail. There's so much stuff you can do. You could do Sarada, you could do Code, you could do Boruto as Momoshiki. I'm leaning towards that. Oh man, there's so much to happen in this chapter, man. Like, I know Boruto's on a break for a month, but there's so much to unpack. Like, if it wasn't for budget reasons, I would have made this would be a whole hell of a lot longer. Like, there was a lot. Let's see. I don't know why I can't shake the feeling we might get a confrontation between here Hidari and Jura. Maybe if Jura says, I didn't like cats because I have allergies, so here's a dog. Because Sarada, second Mangekyo, Sharingan power. This chapter, the eyes she opened up with the Mangekyo was the second one. Ooh, I can't wait to see that other power, man. Shikamaru impeachment session continued. Got it, called it. Code will be lurking around waiting for opportunity to capture Sarada, and I know Boruto's plan will fail for sure based on the fact that he told her not to lose hope no matter what the outcome. You got that right. Good job. First prognosticator. That's a first win for Code since the last couple. Good prognosticator. Couple of questions for you. Okay, what you got, man? Shoot. We got the confirmation that Amado is programmed to shut down Code and all the cyborgs he created, so why couldn't he use on Code to shut him down when he was cornered, or is he unable to do that? So I don't necessarily know if he's got him in all of them. Like, you would think that he has shut down codes in all of the people he turned into cyborgs, but it's something we can only speculate on. I don't think that he has on Code. And the only reason I say that is Ada mentioned that Amado did something funny to Kawaki when he gave him the Karma Seal back. This should be around chapter 72, because the Code fight I think was 71, so it should be chapter 72 or chapter 73. That's where it should be chapter 72, where he says that, like, I have a shutdown code that only I can use on Kawaki that got implemented with the seal. Jigen, when he was being controlled by Ishiki, was very particular. The vessels of Ishiki can't be messed with. Even though Code was a failed vessel, you can tell that, like, Code still held some kind of trust. So I don't think that Code had one. The only reason Code had, like, the limiters is because he was willing to limit his power in order to serve Jigen, because he was a vessel for Ishiki and he was worshiping Ishiki. So I don't think that applies to all of them. Now, if it comes out that he put him in all of them, then hey, like, that's a big problem and that's worth a video discussing. And why does he necessarily need Kawaki to transplant the Karma to Akibi? Can he duplicate it and do it himself, or is he unable to do it with Jigen's Karma? Well, I think that because Karma is an Otsutsuki technique, you have to be an Otsutsuki to do it. I know it's like somebody's like, no shit, Sherlock. Like, you get what I'm trying to say, you know? Like this ain't like the videos where I sit down and write the scripts. Like, you're getting me completely raw and uncut. Like, whatever comes out stays in the video. It's very rare that I cut something out. Like, I gotta say something mad out of pocket. That's why I do not stream. That ain't like my internet connection is completely shit right now. But yeah, like, getting back to it though. See, again, I need the script so I stay on subject. So let's see. And finally, don't you think Amado has ulterior motives for kidnapping Kashin Koji? He'll probably revive his daughter and increase the chance to defeat Jura. Wish you the best. Peace. Yeah, I don't trust Amado. Like, if you go back to 2021 or even 2020, I was like, I don't trust the guy. It should be 2020. Like May 2020, I was like, I don't trust him. And I kept hammering that home. The more suspect stuff he kept doing, I'm like, I don't trust the guy. Don't trust him. For a while, it was like 2021, I was like, don't be shocked if this guy's Otsutsuki has a connection to the Otsutsuki. Like, something's not right here. I've moved off the Otsutsuki stuff a little bit, but now, like, I'm starting to lean back to it because there's no way in hell that this guy knows as much as he did. Ishiki was not controlling Jigen, giving him a whole yap session with this much information. I moved away from the Otsutsuki thing. I'm at the point now where, like, I'm not calling it, but I am saying, like, if we find out that Amado got some other kind of connection, I ain't gonna be shocked. And don't be shocked if, like, there's some kind of, I don't know, he's in a situation like with Ishiki where he wasn't at full power, like when he was operating through Jigen. I don't know. Again, like, I'm not in that camp, but I am saying something ain't right with Amado. If something ain't right with him, I do not trust it at all. It's only about 15% for me with that Otsutsuki shit, but, like, I don't trust Amado. I don't trust him. I talked about it in a group chat I'm in. Like, every time that we've seen him where he was first talking about his daughter, the timing was very suspect right after Naruto lost Boruto, and then bringing it up again right when Naruto's putting the screws to him. And he was like, I'm just doing it for my daughter. And then he covers up his eyes. You don't see his eyes. And in this chapter, we once again don't see his eyes. Every time we've not seen this dude's eyes, it's been Kawaki's Karma Seal reawakened. It's been the bombshell about Shibai Otsutsuki. It's been the, oh, he figured out 10 directions, and now Kashin Koji just happens to get a update with 10. I don't trust him. I do not trust him at all. Charismatic Charles. I am Amado's biggest hater. Let's see. Previously, Charismatic Charles says, previously Boruto double-checked to make sure that Jura was this emotionless, non-human, so he could kill him without any regards and hesitation. And the Shinju were kind of cool in that way because we didn't have to worry about human elements in the story. We could just see Boruto be a savage. And with Jura starting to express human emotion and starting to understand love and feelings, we're looking at an interesting dilemma because Boruto was willing to have zero hesitation, be a savage, and go straight for Jura's neck after he confirmed he had no emotion. But I think that we're moving towards an interesting plot in the story. I'm starting to wonder if Jura's going to die or not. Yeah, he's got to go. I get what you're saying. Like, it's going to add a moral conflict for Boruto. But I think that at the end of the day, I think Boruto still kill him. Also, side note, with Jura being a 10-tails, if a 10-tails die, do they come back indefinitely? The same way that 9-tailed beasts do? I don't think so. Or is that a symptom Hagoromo created with the 9 individual tailed beasts and giving them like souls or something? Not sure on that. Post sneak peek note, I think the chakra signature showed up as Kashin Koji when he got there. Yeah. And, you know, I talked about that in the review too. Like, Amado fucked up when he did that. Oh, this is so going to be demonetized. Like, for those who don't know, like, once you go over a certain number of words on YouTube, they put a internal rating on your video, like the same way you get movie ratings, like G, PG 13, PG, R, NC 17, 18 plus, whatever. It's a similar thing. That's why I'm trying to watch the language. That's a big part of why I start scripting, because once you go over a certain number of explicatives, your RPM drops like crazy. All right, let's see. Six Paths Theorist says, since this time I don't have 10 directions to rely on, just going to rely on the logic, like some white-haired clone would it. Jesus Christ. I see what you did there. I think the chapter will feature Code trying something. Shikamaru dusting his desk, trying to get comfortable on something. Yep, he was at his desk, and yeah. Amado trying to exercise his parental rights on Kashi. Good job. And maybe we see confirmation of Hidari's move. That's coming. That's coming. Not quite yet, though. Maybe Boruto Inojin finds out that Kashin Koji's missing. Anyway, my prediction is here. My other thoughts are on possibilities of the upcoming chapters are maybe we get Kawaki Uzumaki being told how to get his power back, remote from Amado by Kashin Koji. I wonder what the two consequences. I need to see them interact too. I am there with you on that. So over on YouTube, fun fact, I actually used the same photo on both platforms. That is rare. I just didn't feel like looking for something else. Matt Bob, can't pronounce the last one. Sarada and Boruto worked it. That would have been dope following up the last chapter. That's not what we got though. Not mad at that though. Not mad. Boruto joins Ada to save how would Ada, I guess, like ask like Ada where he is? Which, I mean, hey man, you got Jabba's reincarnation. What's that? Sylphie in the profile picture, automatic W. Even though, like, I like a certain redhead character. She's absolutely funny. Let's see. Golden Wolf Gaming, YouTube says, Kashin Koji gets rescued by Boruto and Kawaki gets disrespected by the writers. Kawaki actually did not take a W here. Tiana Jones 83. Where the fuck did I get a 9, not a 9, an R from? Kawaki Sara. Yeah, hey, you know, there's a every sign Kawaki and Sara are in love video. I do not endorse ships. Let me make that clear. I do those videos because you guys like them. But if you want to go through like the rabbit hole on that, just type in every sign Sarada and Kawaki are in love in the search bar. Naruto Explained, the video should pop up. You would definitely enjoy that one. Samuel says it will be good as long as Boruto and Sarada don't appear. Like I want a single chapter where both of them doesn't appear and another side character gets a chance to shine. I mean, we've had side characters shine in Two Blue Vortex. Like Ikimoto's done a really good job of giving side characters their opportunities. Like Inojin was just the MVP of the last arc. You know, like at the end of the day, like Boruto and Sarada, especially with this arc, this is the second chapter of this arc. We're dealing with Code and Hidari. Those are two characters directly tied to Boruto and Sarada because of Sasuke. We're gonna see a lot of them in this arc. So like me personally, I just want to address something. Like I never understood this whole thing of like people, I'm not saying this is you, but this is something I've seen more so, especially over on the cesspool known as Twitter, which I get on Twitter because like that's where a lot of people are, and that's where I've met like a lot of people that have done art for me, or people have edited, or people that have offered like, hey, like this is something I didn't think that you knew, so passing this on to you. So I started to say this, like based on what I've seen on Twitter, like a lot of people, if their favorite characters aren't prominent in the chapter, they automatically just skim through the chapter, or they call it mid, or they agenda push. Don't do that. Like you can have your favorite characters. I get it. Like when Naruto was airing as a weekly anime, I didn't watch all the episodes because I prefer manga over anime. But I will say, like when my favorite characters showed up, I'm guilty of like, oh, Itachi's in this episode, I'm going to watch. But I still read the manga, and I read the manga and knew everything was going on. I just checked certain episodes when characters I love were in it. But like with I don't understand this thing like with the chapters where people just automatically skim through and then they say stuff and I'm like, wait, what you're complaining about was addressed in the chapter, and it's because their favorite character wasn't in it. So that's just a trend I'm noticing. So I'm not singling you out, more so taking this an opportunity to kind of speak to community larger abroad. Daniel says, can't wait till the tournament. Man, I just saw the review too. My God, like I love what the editor did on that one, man. You guys don't eat. Let's see. Rebirth. Boruto gets. Jesus Christ. Boruto gets Inojin with a free membership to the Cue Ball Club. I mean, that would be funny, but Inojin was told by Boruto said it on his breath, Inojin, you did a good job. Now, if anything happens to Himawari, Boruto might cut that ugly haircut off of him. Haziz says, chapter covers Kawaki. It was Amado. Boruto goes to the good guess though. Boruto goes to hideout to find Kashin Koji gone, probably let Shikamaru know, and then goes to Ada to find him, and they can finally have their talk. I want to see their talk too. Not too sure how Boruto will react. Maybe he will be fine with Kashin Koji being gone, available for the time being. Or if Koji's gone, he would have panicked, and he started to. Then Sumire walked. Where the hell was Sumire? I'm glad I'm not, and like this is hindsight. But the fact that a lot of you guys have been saying like Sumeri's gonna walk in on Amado and Koji lets me know we're all on the same wavelength. Sarada gets captured by the end of the chapter, and Ada lets boards. Good job. Good job. Good job. Chapter cover, you got that right. Chapter cover was Amado. Like, I hate Amado, but he was wearing that shit, man. Ooh-wee. He was wearing that. That outfit was good. Like, was that a Gucci belt? Man, Ikimoto, he snapped on that one. Like the fact that like one of the magazines quoted, like one of the fashion magazines quoted the V-Jump cover for last month and was like, yeah, you know, we like that too. Like, cause he remade one of the poses on there. Like, man, if he gets something from Gucci, he need to get sponsored. Oh man, let me see somebody with some Ninja Versace or something, man. Let's see. Chapter starts with Boruto in the hideout looking for Koji. Boruto uses Inoji's mind jutsu to contact Shikamaru and tells him he can't find Koji. Shikamaru contacts Ada and tells the user Semigon to look for Koji. The next page is the sneak peek. Koji wakes up in Amado's lap. Kawaki and Amado questions Koji, but Koji refuses to tell them what happens in the future. Kawaki does what Kawaki does, slams. Okay, I like this. That ain't what we got, but I like this. Slams Koji into the wall, but says he knows he won't kill him. Amado says something like there's an easy way and a hard way to get what he wants out of Koji. Shikamaru tells Ada and Kawaki. Shikamaru tells Ada that Amado and Kawaki have Koji at the same time when Shikamaru and Boruto are talking about what Amado wants with Koji, Kobu, and the elders, and the feudal lord walk into the Hokage office. The chapter ends with Sarada walking back to the village, and Code grabs her and says something like he shouldn't be walking alone. Then the chapter ends. So good job. You got the Kobu part right, and you definitely got the Sarada capture part right. Good job. I was actually shocked that Ikimoto, like in hindsight, it makes sense because this was the last chapter of the volume. I was shocked he pulled the trigger literally the next chapter. I'm not mad at that. Sub-Zero Sounds LA says Sarada confesses a lot. What, directly to board? That's too soon. And this ain't the time either, man. If that happened, man, people would melt down. People would melt down. I'm all for it. Again, if it's up to me, Boruto dies at the end of the manga. Sarada is a cat lady and Sumire is a cat lady. Nobody gets a happy ending. Let me write the manga. Let's see. Kawaki really saying F you. Yeah, you know, like that's like a collage of stuff, man, because like that's when he was flipping off Jura, and I think that was chapter 24 Boruto Tubu Vortex. I'm not at the point like with Naruto where I can name chapters off the top of my head, but with Tubu Vortex I want to say that's chapter 24 though. I'm fairly certain that's chapter 24 where he flipped off Jura. Let's see. Jaden Castro says, yo, Crypto, I think we might finally get that continuation of the Kobu storyline now that Koji's out for a while. Yes, good prognosticator, but overall I think it might be a good exposition heavy chapter with political issue. Good prognosticator. That's all I currently have. I just woke up from a nap. Keep up the good work. Good prognosticator. Good job. Let's see. Distant Cry says it's a shot in the dark, but I think we might begin the arrival of Kakashi back in the story. Man, with Kobu saying, I'm getting this dude out of here, I will forever die on the hill. Ikimoto said in the same interview he did about Himawari that Kakashi had a big role to play in the story. Put up a shut up now. Let's see. Bob says, I can't pronounce that name. Hello, start for a start. Sorry for my English. It's absolutely not my native language. You are absolutely fine. Fun fact, you're using commas better than some native born English speakers. So don't worry. And like, I'm working with my partner manager trying to get more languages added. Like right now I've got 8 languages. I know there's like a lot of Arabic people that watch the channel, like Arabic Win. I am working on it. I may end up having to purchase a voice translator and just auto upload all my dubs into that language so you guys in Arabic can watch it in your language. So I'm working on it. Just stick with me a little bit because that's gonna be expensive just given the rate that I upload at. Let's see. Well, I think we'll not see the fight in the chapter, but certainly the moment where Sarada is captured by Code. Good prognosticator. and arrives in the Shinju's lair. That's probably the start of the next chapter. Personally, I will see this chapter as a kind of tension and panics increase, because Boruto will discover the disappearance of Kashi and Koji, and I think we'll see more characters we didn't see last time, like Shikamaru, Check, or Sumire, especially when you remember the situation of Shikamaru with Kobe. Yes, good prognosticator. It's a bit tense. For me, the chapter will end with Sarada, who arrive at the Shinju's lair, and there'll be something who's making us understand that it sucks, plus a Boruto worried because he has become aware of his plan really good prognosticator, and that Sarada is in more danger than expected. Good prognosticator. Before that, we will see what on earth is going with Amado, and maybe Kawaki realizes he's manipulated, but I don't have that much hope. Finally, and this is just a wish, I hope we'll see Sakura involved in that ish storm, because her daughter and husband are at the center of this new arc. That's my predictions. No, that is a good job. That's a lot for one chapter, but like, you hit on a few things. I'm not mad at that, man. Like, I kind of stand by it. I really feel like with Sarada and Sakura and Sasuke, that's after Hidari gets unsealed, or Hidari's defeated and Sasuke's unsealed. Like, I think that's what Ikimoto's saving it for. Good job, though. Like, and don't apologize for your English. Do not ever apologize for it. Like, at least on this channel. I know some people act like complete a-holes. I don't care. And it's because, especially having worked in public service for a bit, and it's one of those things, like, Americans suck when it comes to English, especially writing. Most people write how they speak. Most people talk grammatically incorrect. So don't ever apologize, because chances are you probably use your words better than Americans do. Again, the average comprehension level and writing level of the average American right now is at a 5th grade level. So don't ever feel bad about that. Let's see. TCO Slime Boy says Boruto finna train with Momoshiki. And he about to give his body to Momoshiki. Let's see. Alex, don't do it. And this will be the last one we do here. Cordeezy, I agree. We need Kakashi. We'll probably get a glimpse of Naruto and Hinata before Kawaki goes purple scarf mode, I think, but maybe we're transitioning there. Not quite there. Also, I think Shikamaru is going to go IQ mode again. Might be a talk heavy. It definitely was a talk heavy chapter, but that's going to be it for the chapter predictions. The chapter review will drop. If you're seeing this on the 19th, which you should be, the chapter review will drop on the 20th. Patrons got it late last night, early this morning. It might have been a hiccup with me uploading it. It will be over on YouTube. We release the chapter review on the day of the official release. That way we can encourage people to read the official release.